It was one night, completely silent. Sarah, an American college student, was sitting alone in her room. Snow was falling outside. Inside, only a single lamp was burning, and in her hands was a book she had accidentally picked up from the library. She never thought that book would change her life, but that night something happened that she never expected. Every single year, millions of people around the world embrace Islam. In America, in Europe, in Japan, in Brazil. And you might be wondering, why? In this day and age when the media portrays Islam so negatively, why are people still coming? This is not just one person's story. This is the story of thousands of people whose lives paused at a single turning point, and then everything changed. But that was only the beginning. First, let's meet Marcus, Detroit, America. Marcus was a boxer, strong, fearless, to the world at least, but on the inside, completely broken. He wasted 7 years of his life on drugs. One relationship after another fell apart. His mother was sick, no money. And one night, he decided to end it all. He was standing on a rooftop. It was freezing cold, 2 a.m. The street below was empty and silent. Then, a notification popped up on his phone, a YouTube video. Someone had shared it with him once. It had been sitting forgotten in a playlist. The title read, "What Happens After Death? A Muslim Perspective." Marcus thought, what does it matter? Let me watch it once. He watched it, and that night he didn't move from that spot. Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world. A Pew Research report says that by 2050, Islam will equal Christianity in numbers. But more important than the statistics is this. Why are these people coming? Is it pressure? Is it marriage? Is it some kind of deception? No. Every story is different, but there is one thing in common, an emptiness, a question, one dark night. And then something happened that no one expected. Let's go back to Sarah. The book she had picked up from the library, it was an English translation of the Quran. Sarah was agnostic, a science student. Religion for her was an outdated concept, but that night she opened the first page. Bismillahir-Rahman-ir-Rahim. She read, "In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful." She stopped. Most merciful. Those words circled inside her mind. She had never experienced mercy in her own life. Her father had left when she was 6 years old. Her mother was an alcoholic. In college, she was exhausted from constantly trying to prove herself. And here was a book saying, "God is merciful." She laughed. Then she cried. Then she kept reading. By morning, she had finished the entire book. This isn't just an emotional reaction. These people research. They ask questions. They argue. Yvonne Ridley, a British journalist. The Taliban captured her in Afghanistan in 2001. She was held captive for 10 days. She despised Islam. After her release, she made a promise to read the Quran. She read it just to prove her hatred right. And 2 years later, she became a Muslim. She herself said, "No one forced me. No one impressed me. The Quran spoke to me directly." But that's only half the story. Marcus came down from the rooftop, couldn't sleep. In the morning, he walked past a mosque. He stopped. He went inside. There was an elderly man, a simple white kurta. He looked at Marcus and asked, "Son, do you need something?" Marcus said, "I want to know, does anyone actually care, or is it all just false hope?" The old man smiled. He didn't give a lecture. He didn't deliver a sermon. He simply said, "Come, sit, have some tea." Marcus sat there for 3 hours. He just talked. He listened. He felt, for the first time, like someone was truly listening to him. 3 months later, Marcus took his Shahada. Today he has been clean for 3 years. He gave up drugs. He does community work. And he says, "Islam introduced me to myself." But it isn't always this simple. Mira had gone from India to England to study, a Hindu family, a strict upbringing. In England, she watched her Muslim roommate Fatima praying 5 times a day, always calm, always grounded. Mira asked, "How do you stay so at peace?" Fatima said, "Anchor your heart to something that can never break." Mira shrugged. "Religion isn't for me." But then, her mother fell seriously ill, thousands of miles away. She could do nothing. The pressure of exams on top of it. She couldn't sleep at night. One night, out of pure desperation, she asked for the first time someone who might be listening. No name was taken, no ritual performed. Just this: If you're out there, please help. She herself says that night she felt something, like someone was there. Then something happened that no one expected. Mira began studying Islam, purely intellectually, purely academically. She read Islamic philosophy, she read Ibn Rushd, she read Al-Ghazali, she read the translation of the Quran. Within 6 months, she was convinced, intellectually, spiritually, emotionally. She took her shahada, she told her family. Their reaction? It was hard, very hard. But she says, "For the first time, I felt like I was in the right place." These stories are not just anecdotes. Research shows that among Western converts, the majority are women, 60 to 70%, and most of them chose Islam because they felt dignity. Listen, in a world that constantly tells you you're not enough, Islam says you are the creation of God. Your worth is already established. That is powerful. This is not just a religion, it is an identity. It is belonging. It is purpose. And then there are those who came through science. Jeffrey Lang, an American mathematics professor. He was an atheist. He read the Quran to debate against it. He says, its verses challenged me, not through scientific accuracy, but through philosophical depth. The Quran spoke to me. It didn't lecture me. Today, he is a professor who walks the path of both Islam and reason together. The dust is beginning to settle. Stories don't end at the Shahada. They begin there. New challenges, new questions, family reactions, social pressure, identity struggles. But these people say there is one thing in common: peace. Not the absence of problems, but a stillness that remains even after the problems arrive. Sarah is a doctor today, and she researches Islamic ethics. Marcus is a youth mentor in Detroit, the very same place where he himself was once lost. Mira and her mother, they reconciled, slowly, gently. And that elderly man at the mosque, he still makes tea for everyone. So why do people come to Islam? There is no single answer. There is no single path. But there is one thing that appears again and again: an emptiness, a question, one dark night, and then a book, a person, a single moment. Islam does not go looking for them. They find their way on their own. If you have ever thought, there is something I'm missing, know that you are not alone in that feeling. Millions of people felt the same thing. Today, they are living a completely different life. Don't silence your questions. Ask them. Read. Feel. Because maybe this is the very moment that one day you will look back on and say, that's where everything changed. But there is one thing left to tell. The Quran that Sarah had picked up from the library, it actually belonged to someone else. Someone had left it there, intentionally. Inside the Quran was a small note. Whoever finds this, I hope it finds you at the right time. Someone, somewhere, changed Sarah's entire life with that one small act. And that person? They never found out. This is the real story of Islam, not just of conversion, but of connection. But the real story was only just about to begin. In the next video, we'll meet those who left Islam and then came back. Why? The twist is one you won't see coming. Until then, take care of yourself.